Hey there, I'm the Wandering Newbie. It's time for Record Keeper. Today, two things on the docket. We got a couple of events. You know, our usual. We have our the FF3 event to mop up now that they're both out. Look at the new content over here. The Labyrinth. Labyrinth is really actually kind of interesting. I like it. It's a bit grindy. I won't deny it, but that aside, I think it's neat. But more on that when we get there. There we go. There's my Protect Shell Haste buff. Yeah, somebody in the chat asking about what be the keeper. The long and short of it is, you go into dungeons with up to brain, please. Oh no. There's a number that my brain is trying to come from. 5. There, 5. Oh, thank you. With up to 5 party members, each party member, comes in with gear. The gear is actually the gacha component of the game, in that a majority of the gear that you have will be coming from the gacha. Gear also imparts soul breaks, which are more or less limit breaks, on the characters, which is how a lot of characters actually diversify themselves. The alternative way that the characters do this, though, is, by their skill sets, what moves they can use. Guys, you'll excuse me for a moment here while I get my heads-up display situated for this fight. For instance, on the left side there, Ingus is a knight. Can generally use knight abilities. Lunith is sort of a spellblader, fast dragoon character. Rafa is mainly monk abilities. Onion Knight is the jack of all trades, and Ark is a summoner white mage. And that's how the characters differentiate themselves from each other. And luckily, because of the newly added wait mode, I'll be able to walk through this fight to give you maybe a bit more understanding of what's happening. There's our enemy. Here's our crew. A friend summon right here, I take for the buff. And then, our Dragoon moves. Dragoon moves generally have an airtime. This removes airtime. So sort of a pre-buff status that Lunith is going to put on himself. Meteor Crush here is a attack buff that will make our fires within hit much harder. Onion Knight will be playing the role of debuffer for this encounter, with a match down and a all stats down move. Ark, being the healer, is going to cast our shared buff, and Ingus here, wielding knight abilities. Guard Breaker does more damage based off of how high your defense is, and Divine Cross will up his defense. So, now that we've gotten our buffs up, it's time to pop off. So here's Lunith gonna do his... That's Raging Quad Strike. That's not a Dragoon jump at all. Well, Sometimes you make a fool of yourself. These are the times we live in. But yeah, this being a simpler fight, I don't need to utilize my my own soul breaks, really. I just need a little bit of self-buffing, a little bit of friend buffing, and I can generally get this down. You know what? I might be able to work with this. Swap this out. There we go. And swap out your fire for Spark Rush. Now, same thing, I need a friend buff to get this off the, to get this rolling. There we go. Oh. Clicked entirely the wrong thing. And let's just get this picture cropped. On the fly. There we go. Okay, similar setup to the last fight, just with a different payoff. Okay, buffs are up. This boss might actually respect taunt, so Ingus might actually take a bit of the damage away. Well, at least the boss actually hits harder. Are you one of the bosses where haste actually matters? There's always the eternal question whenever I see a boss cast haste. Are you already going at top speed, or are you now going at top speed? Well, either or, you sure are wasting a lot of turns casting it, so I'll take that. Oh, right, Cyclone Bolt only lasts for 2 turns, unlike the 6-star version, which lasts for many more. It's fine. Lunith will be back. There he is. Actually doing appreciable damage. But is down. And yeah, that's how a fight where the 2 parties are generally on equal-ish terms will go down. On the whole, I think Record Keeper's a pretty cool game. But now, slightly harder encounters. Slightly harder, so I'm gonna punch into them a little harder as well. You know, as is the style. Crop, file, save as. I just had a thought of, I have no idea how I'm going to crop things for Labyrinth. Well, when we get there, I sure will play it by ears. Yeah, Record Keeper's pretty free to play, friendly. I mean, for what it's worth, I used to do dollar pools, but then I stopped, and I've kept up to an extent. I'm still early end game consistently. Pretty well enough. The only thing about Record Keeper is you do have to say, look, you might not get to use your favorite. That's just how it comes. That's just what it comes down to, unless you're willing to, spend money or go ham. All right, little party-wide magic buff. Party-wide defense. Magic buff 2. Start to get the defenses up. You had a very distinct weakness, didn't you? Yes. And I just went, none for me, thanks. I'm so good at this game. Is this 2 weeks in a row of me just royally screwing up the Apocalypse fight? I mean, am I gonna get more damage out of Flare? I might get more damage out of Flare because it's non-elemental. That feels like that's more damage. Skip out on a heal this turn. No real necessity to it. Everybody's more or less topped off. Sorry, I'm just shaking my head again at my own ignorance. Cannot believe the one time I did not check boss weaknesses because I went, eh. They've been just neutral to everything for so many weeks in a row. Why would I need to check the weaknesses? God, I'm stupid. I didn't think entirely too much about that move. Happy I did. Irregardless, we're almost there. Thankfully, for the last couple of event encounters, I did actually plan the proper teams. Actually getting a little spicy from this guy. Once again, we're free. Now, as with all the previous ones, here is Amon. Amon has his barrier shenanigans. I think he straight up tells you in Record Keeper. Still, I can never remember like which ones do and which ones don't. But the real easy solution here is the fact that he is sweet too holy. Just build a holy team. Do yourself a favor. I just used the same holy team from last week. Because I saw it was holy and went, well, my brain ain't big enough to make an entirely new holy team. So be it. My culinary curiosities when I need them. Get rid of the stone skins, they say. No, I might need those. You never know. Crop that. Too close on that crop. And there we go. Slightly larger skeletons. Okay, he does just straight up tell you, so that's useful. Alright, as always, team is fully online. Let's get to it. Question is, will you start dealing big boy damage? I assume probably no, because I have taken the proper precautions defense-wise. That said, your numbers are large. I think we might be at the point in the game's lifespan where I would be able to clear Apocalypse fights without soul breaks outside of Sentinel, because still need wall, still need to buff my defenses. Gotta pay the Sentinel's tax. Legend materials would probably still be required, just so you could pace the damage well. I know Amon's whole thing was that he was supposed to be high evasion. And that's why, like, magic teams were better against him in the base game. And usually they translate that in Record Keeper by giving him high evasion. But he does not appear to have the high evasion in this encounter. But I'm having a hard time doing damage. And I'm wondering if that's how they translate it. Did they give him high resistance? Or defense? Theodore is now slightly more online. And we're going to get Amon more weak to holy in about a second here. Either way, there's a fraction of that bar left. He's not gonna last too much long. That's new. Is that a Final Phase thing? Huh. Your fire is just more deadly than your other stuff. I'm sure if we did not have the 20% resistance all elements, that would be marginally scarier. But take that as you will. And before we jump into Meek brushes, so on and so forth, a victory lap for the challenge. I'm excited to get into Labyrinths on stream. A, because I'm gonna have to fiddle with some party building, and B, I'm actually just interested to see what drops from the higher level dungeon or labyrinths, because I've only done like the medium difficulty ones. Have gotten a couple tier 4 drops from the medium difficulties. None on characters that I want, but you know, so it is. Such is the way of the RNG. Oh no, I made another window. Okay. Alright, you have instant turns, so let's get that wall up immediately. Because this is going to be a little bit interesting. Instead of just having a whole holy team, I have to play around his mechanic. Alternatively, I could just see if I can punch through it. And, you know, I have one character that just doesn't care. Yeah, the smaller numbers is what I was kind of worried about. I thought you were supposed to resist all other elements. Yeah, weird. I'm not seeing the resist tag come up. It's gonna be a barrier shift, isn't it? So what if I can't do big damage? What if I just hit him a billion times? What if I just death by 1,000 cuts him on? Oh, they're getting powerful up there. Very powerful team. I got you. Let's get the Life Bane buff back up. Actually. Oh. What did I say? Come on, go meet the fire. Ah, coward. Knave. Alright, now he's resisting. Got them. Really, any excuse just to listen to the FF3 boss theme a little bit longer. It's a good theme. Solid music. Alright. That's one event down. That's the same event. There we go. Oh. Forgot how loud that track starts immediately. Not to go too far. It's Meek. File, save as Meek 2. Huh. Weird. But yeah, Meek 21-2. I just used the same parties? Oh, I did, because, what's it called? I did win, so yeah, I pretty much had the same party. I just changed around soul breaks for various difficulties. Anyway. 21 and 21-2. 21-2. One, and of course, there it is. The brush. Unsheath your blade, coward. Though I guess Medusa doesn't really have a blade, does it? Unsheath your hair? And go. Spicy. Oh, this is fine. Slightly worried about the amount of damage that's incoming right now. It's fine. Just be good. Get a double cast. Yes. Alright, the team is extremely online right now. Though I did waste a good bit of the pain buff doing various other buffs. I could probably time this a little bit better. Well, anyway. Anyway, Bartz is here. No, maybe actually I timed the buff fine. Okay, that's max HP. Good. Current HP. That was current. That was a current HP buff, not max HP. They extended the time of. That's right. I had forgotten right up until you mentioned it. But yeah, wall roaming warriors such as Dr. Mog and Alara has been extended from 30 seconds to 45 seconds, which is highly appreciated. Well, it looks like Medusa is going to barely survive. Maybe. Fall off your horse, coward. Just doing a big stretch real fast in between fights. Alright, let's queue up the second team, which is just swapping out Locke for Gilgamesh, so we have a slightly larger buff. I love Locke. He legitimately brings a lot to the fight. Gilgamesh's buff is better. And you look me in the face and tell me not to use Gilgamesh? Come on. What do you take me for? Yeah, the extended duration on wall for like, what's it called, Magicite fights and what have you. Definitely appreciated because don't have to worry about casting wall a second time. Just get to focus on the fight. This is not correct. This is not safe for work. I'm sorry, what is this? I've never seen this before. Have I done any labyrinth yet? Yes, actually. And we're probably gonna keep. My brain wanted to say queue up, and that's not the right term. We are probably going to do some labyrinth when we wrap up the stroke of the brush. Well, actually, we're gonna do some labyrinth after we wrap up stroke of the brush, and I go to the bathroom. Gotta go to the bathroom. Warm up with some nightmare dungeons? Yeah, man. If only. If only I could do nightmare dungeons again for the first time. It was actually the most surprising thing in the Labyrinth dungeons I've done so far was the Diabolos fight. Randomly out of nowhere, that does Apocalypse Gravajo, which is max HP. And extremely just wiped my whole party. Could just do this. Or could bank that the party-wide heal will get off in time. It's fine. I just realized I didn't pop pain. Well. Oh, what? I thought that was Tyro. Oh well. I was watching Tyro's bar, and they filled up at the same exact time. Can't believe this. Also, hey, Cosmic. Alright. The boss has a little bit of spice to that. Acknowledged. Yeah, let's, No, I actually probably had the turn to pop this. Or... It's fine. I'm a genius. Now, it doesn't power infusion each time, so she's actually, like, gaining wombo sacks. Okay, we finally have reached equilibrium. The happy balance of good health, not bad. And here comes Gravaja. Here comes Gravaja to make my day completely garbage. Okay, Pain ran out, but Ida is still topping the charts here. And the next strike will end this. Maybe? Maybe not, actually. Gil just doesn't have the damage. Ida will kill. Will kill. Or Bart. Oh, look at them. Look at them upgrades, though. Alright. Let me grab my goodies from the items chest, because I forgot to do that. And then, be right back. I'm gonna get up, do a big stretching, go to the bathroom. situated. Well, I am going to have to figure out how I'm gonna, you know, organize this window for this piece of content. Hey. Perfect, right? Right there on the left side. Why do we keep Gilgamesh around? Because I just like to look at him. Anyway. How do Labyrinth dungeons differ from your everyday dungeon? Well, first and foremost, there's a little grid here. You can only jump between warp stones, of which, oh, that's fun. There we go. It's fine. Of which, you know, you have a limited number of teleporter stones. Those are how you get between your various teleporter crystals. And then you move across the grid. You'll note that most dungeons are connected to a crystal. There are maybe 1, 2. I think this is a crystal as well. So yeah, there are 2 dungeons that are not connected to a crystal. And the most that you will care about those 2 that aren't connected to a crystal is because, let me just jump out to the mission menu. Here you go. There are missions to clear each individual dungeon 10 times. And the thing that you get for doing that, the 4 treasure maps, aren't nothing. I'm actually curious, at the bottom of this list, what do we got all the way at the bottom? These increase with difficulty. No, it doesn't seem that way. Seems like it's the same each time. And then you have amount of points gotten in a single labyrinth run. Get to a number of keys. Keys we will talk about when they come up in a labyrinth run. And then things that will occur over the course of the runs. I have yet to find a shimmering painting. This is a thing that you can do. And it seems that magic pots generally come from shimmering paintings, so those go hand in hand. That said, there's one other thing as far as challenges go. Is it in the actual Labyrinth challenge? No, I think it is in the archives. Yes. So each season, each set of labyrinths have a season, and there is a top reward right here of free hero ability for getting, you know, the 4,000, and then a lot of treasure maps for 4 million, and then 5 million is a lot of treasure maps, and then a lot of treasure maps for defeating the individual labyrinth bosses, which let's hop back over. So, there's all the various labyrinths. These aren't the labyrinth bosses. This is the Labyrinth boss. Difficulty 650. Oh, weird. Every recommended team either has Argent Odin or a 6-star Magicite, because yes, I think this thing is on par difficulty with Argent Odin or harder. Hey, let's take a peep at one of these teams so that you get the ideas of what you're getting into. Alright, so here's their Kelger. Awakening. This, which I think is an no, it's Chaser. So, Kelger here was there for stack building, probably, more than anything. Hello, Gloof. Gloof with Chain. Is this their Earth Chain? Yeah. Earth Chain, Awakening, Arcane. Lord of Gauntlet. Lord of Earth Gauntlet. Lord of Gauntlet Earth. There's an Awakening, USB, the whole 9 yards. Attack buff. Neat. And then Bards. Yes. Yes, Bards. Because frankly, if I'm going to guess, yeah, with his hero ability, Bart can do effective earth damage in any awakening. So, you know, take that as you will, and then here's your Ardent Odin. Accessories, yeah. So, hey, a team that can beat up Ardent Odin reliably. What do you know? Actually, let's peep that one more time. I want to see their Magicite. Alright, so 3 Odins. It's what you would expect. As you would expect. Get it in the lab. Anywho, the long and short of it is, you're not going to take this boss down without already being able to take down an Ardent Odin, probably. I'm not going to be able to break it, so I'm just not going to worry about it. The other really cool thing is, see what happens when you alternate between certain actions at the start of the battle. This has a hard mode. It also has a bit of mechanics, of course, with everything going into it. Uses Trine on heroes not infused with Earth. Raises, you know, has a defense resistance mind buff. Gravity. Has anti-heal. Reduces all damage. A paralyzed, slow, and interrupt that ignores debuff barrier. And then here's the fun one. After a certain amount of HP, 5 Labyrinth paintings appear. Each time a hero uses a Soul Break or Limit Break, they get a Labyrinth painting. Each time the enemy acts, they get a Labyrinth painting. Blue paintings grants the receiving side a buff that raises elemental attack and elemental resistance. Red paintings inflicts the side with a debuff, lowering elemental attack and elemental resistance. If the heroes get a white painting, it raises their pain level by 4, but also increases their earth attack level. If the enemy gets a white painting, they're healed. After a certain amount of HP is lost, it goes into Labyrinth mode, which is more or less a powerful super mode. Has Rage. Understand that Rage exists. It's hard mode. But hey, You know what we haven't talked about yet? The reason that you would do Labyrinth. Because there's new stuff in the game now. There's hero equipment, which has its own inventory, and we love it for having its own inventory. The long and short of it is hero equipment is what it says on the tin. It is a piece of equipment that can only be equipped by one character. Each accessory is more or less a Argent Odin accessory. It's 20% resistance to all elements and 50 or 500 max HP, with the bonus effect of having reduces delay of the user's actions for 8%, between 4 and 8%. This is the RNG and the grind of the dungeons, is that you want to try and get this effect as high as possible. Now, it should be mentioned that if you take one of these, which needs to be uncapped by folding duplicates into it, and then you get a better passive, you can inherit passives onto these for a small sum of money. Armor and weapons all have the standard small boost to elements. I think small boost to all elements. Neat. But the inherited ability is generally their element damage. There are a couple of other things, such as, so this always has the small crit chance level 5. That always happens. This can be earth ability damage, which is pretty alright. Arguably the best one. Something I don't even remember because it's not even really worth talking about. They can have small stat buffs. The stat buffs on the armor and weapons are usually worthless because they only last for 8 seconds. Unless you're doing some really weird gimmick, you're never going to want those stat buffs. The other thing is for armor, they come with a damage reduction barrier between 20 and 40% on your first attack. Now, I don't know if those come down the line or now. Can't tell you 100%. I have yet to see any of those. That said, the damage reduction barrier also isn't that great, because it is a one-time use thing whenever you use an ability for the first time. So, whatever. I'd rather do more damage. I'd rather the numbers be bigger. On weapons, you see a similar thing. They all generally have the stamina buff, higher HP, more damage. Oh shoot, there we go. That is actually the first time I saw that. Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. I thought I'd actually gotten a good drop there. So, again, they always have the boost. Similarly, 3 things that these can get. Main offensive stat up, elemental damage up, right there, elemental damage up, or the reduced delay of the user's actions. Now, there is an argument for reduced delay of the user's actions, but it is on a character-by-character basis, and that's a decision that you're going to have to come to based on how you're running the character. Do we keep trying to get pieces of equipment to get better passives? Pretty much. The harder dungeons you go into, the more likely you are to get better passives, though. So that is the ticket. It should be mentioned. I shouldn't be combining them willy-nilly. Give me a moment. Here we go. Yeah. Merely defeating the boss gets you a weapon of each, and, there's also, this is red accessory, this is red armor, Renoa accessory, Renoa armor, weapons, respectively. So, defeating this boss does get you some good stuff. And there are actually, there are furthermore, like more bosses will be released as the season goes on. To answer the question of I shouldn't be combining them willy-nilly. If you, I'm going to say, wrong one. Let's do it with this. Because this one's garbage, right? Which one was the garbage one? Because one of these was 1. You. Okay. So you take this one. I want to say, so if I do this, confirm. There you go. You can inherit the accessory, the passives onto the things. So if you have one that you've already uncapped and you've leveled to 99, it's not the worst, because if you get something with a better passive, you can just inherit the better passive on for, you know, a small sum of money. It's not the worst. I'm waiting because I'm in no rush. Because, you know, I got stuff like this. I think what I'm more or less aiming for is I'm aiming to get a 4% damage up. And that's when I'm going to start uncapping it and leveling it and all that. And if I get a 5 down the line, whatever, I'll inherit it on. So, I'm going to hop in here against my better judgment. Kite does stuff now. Aside from somehow being the worst optimized thing in this entire game. Ugh. So, you got a hero's weapon equipment, and it's good. You got a 5% or a 4%, and you're running a bunch, and you can't uncap it. Well, for a ultra sum of 5 treasure maps, I think this is unlimited. Yes. Ultra sum of 5 treasure maps, you can purchase further weapons. They don't have any passives on them. At least from... You know what? Let's... Here. I will do the experimentation for you. Oh, it also seems that, oh no, they're sorted by character. Okay. Yeah. So allow me to do the testing for y'all. I'm gonna bite that bullet. Hey, Kite. Be better. Even trying to get out of that menu is painful. I'm gonna have to reset the emulator after that. So this was the one I just got? No, that was the one I had. Okay, yeah, there you go. Yep. As said in the chat, it always comes at the average 3%. So, again, if you just want to get the hero equipment for the character, you can spend maps at Kite's place and get them. It seems that the seasonal quests that are rolling around to do in said things are built to give you plenty of maps Now, the other gimmick of the Labyrinth is the party system. The big thing about the party system is it's weird. The way the party system shakes out is each party is individually different. But you can share items and record materia and everything between the parties. So, though, you know, there's this party, and they have all the things, all the Odin accessories. I can put them on this party by doing other things. It's wild. And a lot, honestly. That's it. I'm going to reconfigure my parties a little bit. Before we jump in. And I'm going to go into what is defined as hard difficulty dungeon. Relatively blind. Let me pop something open real quick. There we go. Time to reassemble a party. Well, this is fun. Oh, okay. They were on the first screen. Yeah, so my plan is to go in with my my well-equipped parties. There you go. Like, I'm pretty much going to take 2 parties that have cleared 6-star Magicite, and then I think Fire is a pretty decent, or Ice is a pretty decent party, aside from that. Chugging every time. Now, it should be noted that no matter what, you always have, what's it called? Sentinel Grimoire. You have the, Alara's version of it in every fight. So, you're never pressed for that. It really does not like this screen. You know, silence robes, fine, whatever. You're not here to deal damage. And I normally have to build you a specific way because, I don't know what to expect from fights that I'm throwing you into. Because that's a big thing. You go into a lot of these fights blind. Grab big defense on you. It should be noted that if you can clear, like if you have a team that autos 5-star Magicite, and you have a bunch of those, you can pretty easily auto through medium difficulty Labyrinth dungeons. It's not hard. Another thing to note when you're making your parties is that each fight is artisanal, for lack of a better term, in that each and every fight that you walk into is its own fight. You can use meter, you can use abilities, you can use soul breaks, and the next time you jump into a fight, you'll have all that back again. No problem. So don't be afraid to hit buttons. Now, give me a hot second here. I'm just gonna reset this this app. Gonna reboot the cache right there. See if that screen moves at a better pace. Already feels better. Yeah, this is way better. Okay, let's get this squared away. Yeah. And then we'll bring... I don't think I'm gonna need it, but it does present the idea, and I don't hate the concept, so... Perfect. Yeah, not sure what I'm going to need here, but better to bring more than less. Back up both. Remember jump rope? Remember how bad jump rope was? And I think that's good. And then your loadout. What is that? Oh, black magic up when wielding a rod. You had... Let's have you have start and fired as opposed to longer casting times. Oh, it seems like I'm asking for trouble. You start with meter. So they also added a pretty neat mechanic this patch, for lack of a better term. That I recommend looking into. Just looking for straight black magic. Oh, that's white magic. Is that it? I want large though. Where's the flat black magic large? Is that it? There it is. And then I want you to start with meter. And then finally, I'm not going to take these because other parties are going to use them. I will take Leviathan though. Actually, why shouldn't I? I mean, we already know how we're gonna be goofing around between the parties. Actually, no. You know what we should do? We should take... Yeah, because that's a healing boon. We'll take one healing boon. We take Medine. And then we take... you. And you. Because that is magic dampening, physical dampening, one full magicite, one Medine, and then correct to the element that we are using. And that's one party. So here's my recommendation to you. Do yourself a favor. Save your party. In fact, actually, this one, forget it. There's your party one. So, the one thing that you're going to want to do 100% is you need to have 3 distinct parties, no overlapping characters, or else you're going to have problems. Alright? Keep this in mind. Here's the other system that they introduced in this patch that's really good and smart. You can overlap equipment because everything is shared between characters. It's a weird system. This is why I say make your favorites, because you load your favorites. At least that's what I'm going to attempt to do. I'm going to see how this works. If this doesn't work, then whatever, I'll blow the stamina. I don't care. But, so, I did this for Shulk and Lightning. There's this new outfit system, which is when you have a build on a character, you hit Outfit Party. And he goes, okay, this is the build for these two characters. And bam. Weapons, abilities, soul breaks, materia. Done. Now in hindsight, I should have those two there. And let's just overwrite that. With those two soul breaks saved. And then, you know, Shulk is the same way. She has her dagger, she has her thing, she has her abilities all set up and go. She has the two things that matter, though, this being what it is. You know, let's slide that in there. The setups that I had before on these characters were, of course, for autoing more than other stuff. It was me messing around with the system. Let's outfit that. Alright, so that's two characters, just done. And I think we are going to run with these characters in this team. So, Sora, Lightning, Boost. Alright. Can you use spears? Yes, okay. You're gonna wield the spear for this. And you're gonna wield the dagger. Magitech shield is fine. And we'll do all the accessories at once. So yes, long and short of it, you know, please bear with me, as we are gonna have to set up two parties. This is going to be a little tedious. And I should have done this in preparation, but I wanted to show how this worked. So you can get a lot of that, of, hey, somebody else is using that. But if my theory of how this works is correct, we will be fine. The biggest thing that you actually need to do is make sure that you have 15 distinct characters. There we go. That's what. Oh, god damn it. Set up. Set up. You. Because this was when I was going off of a previous assumption. I had set some of these characters up. And your brakes. Get song in there. Get calm. Get whistle. Remind myself the difference between these. That's a last stand. That's a last stand haste. That's actually just better. Oh, that's a cast time and this is instant. Okay. We'll keep those in mind. Then, there. You're good, you're set up. Make sure you don't have like a billion extra stuff on. No, you're fine. And the tot. Just minor adjustment right there. You'll have to excuse him, he came from a different party. You are wielding a sword. You are starting. You have nothing. You are also dancing. You don't need double cast away. What to put on you? We could put go fast on you. No reason not to go fast. And you should start with me here. And you should... But being real with how I intend to use her as an option select, what if it was just double cast everything? Okay, down here is the correction that needs to be made. Alright, so Magicite 6 Lightning. Let me look at the deck. That's fine. Change. Let's give you a Leviathan. Yeah, we weren't equipping both because I'm going to equip these for the damage reduction. And then Medine for damage. Confirm. It's a pretty good third party. Now, you. I was originally going to go with ice, but I was sitting here thinking, and I think this might be our water party. So who is our third? I guess it's just Aerith. Aerith is our healer for this party. And I'm going to actually slide Tyro in. Because I like that, conceptually. Then for the offensive capabilities of the party, you have Pain, you have Noel, and you have Riku. As with previous ones. Bear with. Oh. Yeah. Being able to make second copies of 6-star abilities is really nice. Because if you don't want to do the shenanigans that we're doing here, there is an answer. There's a way around that I will point at and be like, yes, do this. However, I'm a madman and will do as I will. Do as I say, not as I do. As they, will say. Why did I pick that one? When this one is clearly better. Mind. Descending. Give it here. And make my life a little bit easier. And then give them the elemental resistance. Doesn't matter the element. Start from the bottom, make your way up. I really hope this way works the way that I am understanding it based off of what people are saying, because honestly, having to make 3 distinct parties that share nothing sounds like a complete pain in the butt. And I hope that you can just sit down once, make the 3 parties that you know will work, and then just have to shuffle things around relatively painlessly. And you had a Dispel, which reminds me the other party needs a Dispel. Party 3. We'll have to load up Party 3 real fast. You're going to have Judgment and Entrust. And finally, Haystaga is fine, and Curada. Never know when you need a Haystaga. Alright, Innocent Cure is really all you need. You are going to have that, a good backup right here. In hindsight, shoot. Well, It's fine. For anybody curious of why I just kind of tore apart parties like that, this is why. All things aside, each party does need haste, gel, protect on command, no matter what. But almost there. We want you to start with meter. Starting to get a little bit of a headache. You had the generic boosted water damage. There it is. You had time down and double cast water. And you had start with meter. And you had your only two things, because what more do you need? And sword up. Because again, what more do you need? She has the sword and uses it. Okay, and then liquid, wire B, brushing steel, solid. You have concoction, tidal wave, hyper, and then I guess that just for this fight has gone on too long and I can no longer support. Hunter's Pride. What does Ice Javelin do? It is an attack mag down and it's just something to do afterwards, though it is ice damage and doesn't synergize with the team. What are you gonna do? Sometimes you don't have an answer for every situation. Okay, I think that's it. Ah, right. So, simple. You equip Leviathan, and your sub-magicites will be you. Very large numbers on this set. Alright. It took a lot of doing, but we got there. Ah, I see. I got very confused there and then went, ah. So who here? I guess that's the follow-up is, yeah, Yuna. Yuna can equip the Dispel if needed. We just need to rejigger her Legend Materia then, because then she's not going to be casting summons at all. Where? Dispel. There's Dispel. Yeah, just take the boost. Go about our business. Replace that. Alright, got there. Now, we're going to go down the list. Just one last time. Assemble each party. That way we can be sure everything we need is being brought into the dungeon. And again, if this works the way I am to understand it works, this will be fine. If not, I'll run an easier dungeon and just show off Labyrinths. Alright. In hindsight, I definitely made those 3 parties and didn't look at what the boss is. It's fine. I'm here to kill chaos. It'll be fine. Do I have a team built? No, none of these teams are really built around imperiling. Oh no, wait, the water one is. The water imperils. With Riku. Alright, I guess the water one goes into that one. Well. So we do. Anyway. And then it'll give you the warning. Yada, yada, yada. Because you can't equip new stuff. I think this works. And there you have it. So, the way that this dungeon works is you are proposed with 3 options. There is a general hierarchy of what you should take, and really what it boils down to is unless you are going for points, battles are always the bottom of the list. Exploration paintings are second to last, mainly because they can result in things other than battles. There are some bad things that exploration paintings do, so it matters on if you want the guaranteed fatigue increase or sometimes something good. So anyway. Enemies upon you. I think this gives us a random battle that we cannot see. So, please tell me this works. Okay, this would have worked if I had done hero outfits. So, I'm going to eat the stamina on this. Is there a way to just abandon? Does not appear that way. Ah, the abort option was there. If I go into modify. Okay, I know the answer to this, so let's just load in real quick. It's fine. I will manipulate the parties very slightly and make this work. Again, I'll take the hit of stamina so that now we all know how it works. You can't load saved parties, but you can use hero outfits, which means second try. modify this party. Let's go with this one. So. No. You know which one gets the good stuff? You. Because you're the one that I'm definitely going to be fighting chaos with. So, there. And then we go into each person. Hero outfit, register. Okay, there. They're all set up. Okay, I know how to do this. Assemble this party. Do the same thing. Now watch this. So we assemble this, back out, modify party. Wait a minute. Assemble? Yeah, I'm not even thinking about it too much. And we're just gonna slap some filler ones into these. Except for you. Only villains use that one. And then if I hit outfit party, favorite, replace, done. Understood. Have a nice day. You know what? Let's just make sure this isn't goofed. You know what? It exists. In a quantum state. I don't claim to understand how any of this works. I just have an idea. Okay. Final thing. So, modify this party. Favorites. Assemble. Correct. Done. Modify. Again, our Quantum Leviathan is here. Don't worry about it. Don't stare directly at the Quantum Leviathan. If I switch between these, does that fix it? No. Don't worry about it. And an outfit party. Correct. Favorites. Replace. Done. Modify. And then let's go through each one. Make sure everything is in place correctly. Assemble. Assemble. Okay, we got there. So, let's talk about another type of painting, the onslaught painting. It's a party buff every time. So, the onslaught painting is generally always good to grab, because if you're just trying to get through the dungeon, as I am, it's just a free pass for that set of paintings. Sometimes you get an onslaught painting from these. And then, so here's our portal painting. Portal's how you get down to the next floor. I jumped into the wrong painting. It's fine. I did jump into the wrong painting, didn't I? Yeah, I super jumped into the wrong painting. Man. It's fine, stamina's fake. Anywho. This time with feeling. Alright, onslaught painting. Buff. Exploration painting. Open the door. Treasure vault. Okay, treasure vaults. When you hit a treasure vault, you have a choice of 3 chests. There are things you can do to get trackers and what have you that tell you what is happening. Those generally only work on emulators, so on and so forth. I'm too lazy for that. Always go middle. Just gotta be good. Alright, enemies upon me. Modify. Outfit party. Correct. Got there! We did it! We in there, fam. Now we just need to not get screwed over by the enemy type. Which is a whole nother can of worms, but what are you gonna do? Did I get free meter? Huh. You'll love to see it. Why did you go first? Yeah. This is Labyrinth. You poke the paintings until you get into a fight. I think, and again, as I've stated, uses what have you that occur in battles do not carry over in any way. So I will start the next fight, what have you, completely fresh again. The thing that does carry over, because there is one thing that will carry over, if a character goes down, they lose stamina, because there is a stamina system in the dungeons. In my experimentation with the easier dungeons, the stamina barely matters, but we'll get as far as I'm going to go in this 15-floor labyrinth. We'll see what happens. If it does actually start to wear me out. Anyway, a properly made 6-star Magicite team will tear up most of these fights. They are barely an issue. You get points for doing the fights. And you get a random drop. It can be anything between a 5-star orb, 6-star orb, 4-star, 5-star, or 6-star moat, labyrinth items, or it can actually be hero equipment as well. So, fights aren't the worst thing to do. It's just that if you are trying to barrel through these dungeons in order to attempt to get hero equipment, it goes faster if you just try and ignore fights. Anyway, so much about ignoring fights. Oh, hello. Well, that's unfortunate. Some weird detection on this. Now, the way that I believe onslaught buffs work is each party gets them and gets one use of them. So this party should also just have all meter. Yeah, we'll see. You'll see. That resist ain't nothing. Luckily, this is what we have Ramu for. Here's the wildest thing of I walked into this fight and just went, well, I made 3 parties with very distinct elements and none of them are suited for this fight. See if we can't get some in parallel on this. Sure. Seeing all these animations is actually argument enough for me personally to turn on fast animations on stream. Can I do that here? Yes. Powerful. I don't have a way to fix that. This tier drops. This has a chaser, right? That might be a Asuna chaser. This is the saddest shit I've ever seen. Nope, it's just a Medica Chaser. Alright, well now we know that Merilith does a thing to those slots. It also has generic damage reduction? Sure. Hold up. I guess so. So anyway, as I was saying, so we can see the painting right there, and a note is that you can always see the paintings down the line from you, so that's a thing to always keep in mind. There is a thing called shimmering paintings. I have legitimately never seen a shimmering painting. Apparently what it is that the painting has a rainbow border to it, and those are generally good rewards from that painting. It's always worth taking. So sometimes I'll push ahead a little bit at the end, but if I can see the portal painting and I can see the rest of the paintings and I don't see a treasure painting, I will usually just, you know, poke the portal painting and move on. There's no reason to waste time on the floor. Restorative paintings are just removing all the fatigue from your characters. You love to see them. They make your life easier. This is why the exploration paintings are actually just fine. There's one... There it is. There is exactly one result from the exploration paintings that are bad. And it is gain fatigue. Brunhilde. Oh, I love that this works. Can I just say again? But as an aside, left tears is how you can deal with fatigue as well. They actually reduce people to 0. So, if you are in a dire situation, you can utilize tears and fix whatever problem you are in. Say we run into a boss, like, because this is going to bring water team up to 7, and let's say we run into a boss that is resistant to lightning and fire. Well, we can pop some tears and make water team 0. It is also, in theory, a way that you can constantly be swapping squads back and forth. Oh, I haven't been using wall because I'm good and smart at this game. True, some enemies are always piercing, let's just say. This one is not. So far, once I actually figured out how to prep for lab's been fine. Lab definitely has weirdness to it. I have established a way that you can pretty efficiently do labbing as long as, you know, you have 6-star Magistite teams. With, again, the end game super boss Labyrinth fights being exclusively have an Argent Odin team, or else. Anyway, we can see that there's nothing for us, so skip. I'll take an easy fight. We are just here to move on. And so this is what happens. Your other teams will go down in fatigue when this team goes up by 2. So if I run this team and then this team, the water team will be back up to 5. And then I can run this team and then that one will jump to 4. And then this one will be 3. I can run that one, you know, so on and so forth. There's a way to hover around an amount. Anyway, this boss is actually specifically weak to lightning, so why would I not go with the lightning team if they are up and ready to go? Makes sense to me. Though we don't have meter this time, so. Time to see what an actual fight, how it will go down. Hey Leviathan, you gonna act anytime? No? Cool. Ah. A majority of these Labyrinth bosses are bosses from like other events and what have you. I had talked earlier that I had run into the Diabolos. Man, the Diabolos is a lot. The Diabolos that has max HP, gravity, that it uses at thresholds. Two. Is my weight on or off? Anyway, as I thought, a labyrinth is probably going to take a bit longer than I expected. Also, you know, the whole deal with, oops, probably should have the parties ready to go and actually understand how the system worked a little bit better. Always open the door, because it can be treasure. Anyway, that's right, the middle box. You know, you give me a free key. The heck with it. I got duped. And that's the other thing about exploration paintings and how fatigue is kind of a fake system. Because there is just an exploration painting that, the way the treasure paintings work is that there's one relic, one good reward, and one shit reward. That's it. So if you use one key, you always know whether it's worth using the 2 keys. Ah. You'll see it. Now, unfortunately... Actually... Yeah, I won't be able to actually look at these until I clear. Because that's the thing. These are held in Wayway until you clear a dungeon. Oh, you love to see it. You love the easy floor. Oh yes, I would like all the buffs. And no treasure, so no point in pushing any further. And this is how you generally do a floor. Sometimes they take a while because you have to do multiple fights in a row. Sometimes you just get onslaught paintings and can just skip the entire floor. Oh, chaos. Do we fight chaos or do we take the mystery box? I think we fight chaos. So there's another very particular thing about this, and let me see if I pinned this. I did not. I'm gonna type in 70% because I think that will make it come up. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so this is the way fatigue works. From fatigue 3 to 6, no difference. Your stats are normal. At 7 fatigue, you have a 30% reduction to all stats and 10% reduction to HP. At 8 fatigue, you have 50% reduction to all stats and 10% reduction to HP. At 9 fatigue, you have 60% reduction to all stats and 20% reduction to HP. And at 10 fatigue, you have 60% reduction to all stats and 30% reduction to HP. However, you may notice how shiny and special our numbers are right now, because at 2 fatigue, you have plus 15% attack magic, plus 30% defense resistance, plus 10% HP. At 1 fatigue, it's plus 30% attack mag, plus 50% defense resistance, and plus 10% HP. Also, yes, that minus percent all stats is except for mind. Thank you for the correction. Excuse me. At 0 fatigue, you have plus 50% attack and magic, plus 70% defense resistance, and a plus 20% HP. What if the numbers were big? Anyway, the long and short of it is, any one of my parties can kill chaos right now. Because we are quite huge on numbers. I'll remind you that he has resist. I forgot to put stuff on this party. Oops. Hey y'all. Doing commentary and playing video games is hard. Luckily, this is the Magic team. They share almost no gear. So all of the DPS have gear. Alara, however. Alara doesn't. Oh, I'm just trying to build meter as fast as possible. Why are you like this? Well, this run may be done, actually. Alright, so Lara's gonna go down, which means I'm gonna lose some fatigue on her. But I might actually be able to squeeze this out. Thankfully, thanks to the 0 fatigue buff. Oh, that also hurts a lot. Alright, we got out of there with only 2 deaths. I didn't deserve to get out of that. I made such a bad mistake. But hey, we make mistakes to learn from them. FF3 dropped. Oh, Luck of the Realms. So yeah, as stated, you take a 2 dot penalty, which actually, I could use tears to fix that if I wanted to. But such is life. And no treasure, so we move on. I just know at some point I'm going to just overlook a shimmering painting because I've never seen one before. And it's just going to catch me off guard completely. Water, you say? Well. Like, has anybody seen a shimmering painting? Can anybody explain what a shimmering painting looks like? I did it again. Y'all, I'm so dumb. Pain will save us. Well, I can't fix that. God bless Pain. I do not deserve to keep this run going after the mistakes I've made. Me creating the party system that I have entrusted my life to because I'm bad at creating multiple different parties. Haha, I'm a genius. Me walking into 2 fights in a row without switching the equipment around. Oh no. Always. Ah, how could this happen? And I think, yeah, if you get ambushed, it's always a party that you don't know what the enemy is. In hindsight, I could have used the fire party and oh, this is fun. Funnily enough, this feels like, at least initially, the dungeon that I'm going to want to grind a bit because it has Renoa stuff in here. And, yeah, I want good Renoa equipment. Oh dang, protect. Protect these nuts. Ooh, spicy. Come on, man. Yep. This definitely feels like outside of maybe one or two fights, or if you go into a blind box fight with entirely the wrong elemental team, in that all of your damage is absorbed, which I'm gonna guess can happen. It's probably not gonna be too hard to get through dungeons. And the thing is, once a day, as long as you hold over a ticket, there are those little tokens that you get that allow you to just clear a dungeon instantly. And you get one for clearing a dungeon each day. So if you use a ticket to instant clear a dungeon, you get a token to instant clear a dungeon. So you do get one free clear of a dungeon a day. That all said, come on, give me... Always. Damn it! How could this happen? Because we do have banners to look at. I think I'm going to finish this 60% chance of encounter from these doors. I mean, that is versus the 100% chance of getting an encounter from the encounter spaces. I only ever take the doors if the other options are encounter spaces. Oh, right, this is the song from Type 0 with the weird Smash Daisuke laugh in it. That has to be what it is, right? Like, 100% somebody on the team that did the soundtrack for this was just like, I'm gonna sample this weird Genesis game. for some reason. I mean, they have good tastes. But I refuse any other explanation. Oof. That move hits kind of hard. And it's fine. We get a big heal. Let me see if I just finish this. Nah. Oh, I didn't wall up. I was like, my dude here dealing a lot of damage, and it's probably I didn't wall. Also, it's the only team on the crew that isn't decreasing stats at all. So, they're generally going to get hit a little bit harder, but they have Alara on the team, so I figured they could take it. And then, yeah. Go on to the next floor. And no shimmering painting. That was the one thing I wouldn't say. Anywho, the one really fun thing about that is you can just leave and come back to it later. There's no pressure to get that stuff done immediately. Oh, jeez. Anywho, V Prisoner won't be here this week. He is, I think, on pit right now. So I'll be doing this myself, and we'll be turning down this music a tiny bit. Is that the ping that I think it is? Reveal the information to me. Okay. I'm gonna bring this on screen just for a hot second here. As it was the one thing that I really wasn't able to show off. So, thanks to Kasumi and from Reddit, this is what a shimmering painting looks like. Not as blatantly obvious as the other ones here, but it appears it is combat painting, and it's got that the big glow on it. So yeah, very easily probably that you just walk past one or two of them in your time of doing a dungeon. Anywho, your boy gets a dyad dish. And Dash Sync. So, let's take a look at this. 15 Magic Lightning, non-elemental, Major Power Fusion, Temporary Grand Sync mode, Cap Rank level 1, Tower Sentinel mode, and Frenzied Thunder mode. Instantly grant the user a rank of Enduring Flash up to rank 3. Trigger Chaotic Bolt within a... Oh, you know what? Dang. Didn't have V-Prisoner here to remind me. It's going to be before this, before this, before this. This? Yes. So Dash got a 4 hit. That is raise the entire party's lightning level by 1 every 3 times he uses the ability. And Rayfa just got a 6 hit punch. Simple. I really like Dash's big party buff. Anyway, back in here. So that first one is Trigger Chaotic Bolt with an effect and a number of attacks that depend on the user's Enduring Flash rank up to 3. So Tower Sentinel is each use of Selfless Call triggers a follow-up Heavy Thunder with an effect that grows the more powerful each time. The third Heavy Thunder triggers and removes Tower Sentinel mode. Increase the damage of all allies' lightning abilities for 1 turn up to a moderate amount rank 3. Okay, so interesting. Frenzied Thunder mode is each use of Selfless Call causes lightning abilities used by the user to trigger up to 3 additional lightning abilities depending on the user's Enduring Flash rank. When a lightning ability is used, remove Frenzied Thunder. Alright, so this is a weird turnways of what's it called? VV's sync. Which if you had the same thing, you would charge 4 times and then use the other ability, and then the other thing just gets bigger each time you use it. Chaotic Bolt is 6 hits, 6 hits, lower Enduring Flash. Okay, that's interesting. So it starts at deal magic lightning non-elemental damage that can break the damage cap to 1 enemy and temporarily lower its lightning resistance by 2 and lower Enduring Flash by 1. 1 that breaks the damage cap and reduce the delay of the user's actions for 3 turns. 6 hits and then nothing. So I think what this is, it's actually really interesting. So you enter this mode with nothing, right? What you actually want to do is... what I would say you would do Oh my god, I just realized how this works. Oh my lord, I just realized how this works, I think? I'm 90% sure. You know what? We need to experiment with this. Because I actually kind of want to mess around with this real fast. Yeah, it's fine. So that's the heavy call there is buffing the allies' damage, I think. So this would be the last use of heavy call, which is the last buff. But also now we're at rank 3. So if this works the way I think it does... Yeah. That whips. That's actually kind of dope. Okay, so what this is you charge up 3 ranks of Frenzied Thunder. The whole time you're buffing your allies 30% ability buff, or I think increasing from 10, 20, 30. And then once you hit 3 stacks of Selfless Call or Enduring Flash, whatever you want to call it, you hit Chaotic Bolt, which triggers Frenzy Thunder and makes you cast Chaotic Bolt 3 times and literally does every effect of Chaotic Bolt in a row. It does the rank 3, then the rank 2, then the rank 1, then the rank 0, and then it does your Chaser ability. That's actually kind of dope. So I think the way that this works with his hero ability is you actually want his hero ability on Selfless Call, because his hero ability does that buff every 3 turns. So you do Selfless Call 3 times with his hero ability as a chaser, and then you just have his other generic DPS ability attached to Chaotic Bolt. Because once you have expended, you've done the Selfless Call thing, you can't do that twice. So after that point, you're just spamming Chaotic Bolt over and over again. Or Selfless Call if you want to be buffing your party, but you don't get anything off the ability cast. So, there's that. Searing Circle, 15 physical fire, non-elemental, temporary grant the user major power fusion fire. Sync mode, cap break 1, cause every second sync ability used by the user to trigger a follow-up Relentless Blaze. Hold up, my phone has a billion of notifications on it that I need to check real quick. And I had just had the realization that you probably can't hear me very well. Okay, there we go. Every second sync ability to trigger follow-up Relentless Blaze, which is 5, 10, or 15 physical fire, non-elemental cycles based on number of triggers. Instantly set the user's crit hit chance to 100% for 2 turns, increase the damage to the user's fire ability to 100 amount for 2 turns, and then 6 hits with additional damage for crits. Okay, very simple hero ability on slot 1, and you're probably going to do 2 rotations through this of Cresting Flames into Scarlet Flame Fist twice. Very easy. There's that buff monk move that we talk about that we always forget the name of. You might attach that to ability 2, though that has to be attached to a fire ability, and I think that's technically earth. It might be earth fire. If it's earth fire, you can use it. It's probably Earth Fire. Either way, it's not overly complex. It's just a DPS move. 5 big hits for Dash because he only hits one element. Distant Lightning is 15 magical lightning, non-elemental. Temporarily lower lightning resistance by 2. Infuse the user with lightning. Thunderbolt mode, Capbreak 1, Ancient Ancestry mode, which is causes every 5th lightning ability used by the user to fill the user's soul break meter by 1, remove delay from the user's actions for 1 turn, and exit Ancient Mastery mode. And he does not get a double cast, he gets instant cast turns, which synergizes really well with his hero ability, all things considered. Yeah, I like this. It lets him get like another move off pretty fast, and you're throwing out a lot of buffs if you're using the hero ability with this. What's the stamp for this? Is this just the guarantees? Yeah. Seems that's the thing they're going to do from now on. Arc gets 15 summon magic or white magic, holy water non-elemental, Woken Ultras mode, Capbreak 1, Twin Element mode, cause every second holy or water ability used by the user to trigger a follow-up Blessed Shower. Increases the damage of the user's holy and water abilities 30% and temporarily infuses the user with holy or water depending on the element used. And double cast, Twin Element mode, Blessed Showers. Causes every second holy ability used by the user to increase the damage of the user's holy abilities in moderate amount and infuse. Okay, and it's the same thing for water. So just really actually a pure DPS thing. It just has a billion lines of text because he is a white magic summoner holy water DPS with this. So there's just a lot of text to cover all of that. Yeah, not really complex. Battering Heat. 15 physical fire, non-elemental. Dreambreaker. Constant Infusion. Cause fire abilities used by the user triggering follow-up. Fist of Kazus. Depends on the number of FF3 heroes. If you have at least 1, or up to 1, so 0 or 1, 3 physical fire, reduce delay of the user's actions. If you have 2, 3 physical fire with a 50% crit chance to one enemy. 3 is 3 physical fire, 50% crit chance, and reduced delay of all allies' actions in the same row. And 4 or more is 3 physical fire, 100% crit chance, and reduced delay of all allies' actions in the same row. It doesn't. I wonder if this is shared to the party. It'd be weird to set up, but... Oh, no, okay, the Chaser has the 100% crit chance. Oh, okay. 3 physical fires with a 100% with a. Okay, I was missing the with a there. Still, it's a nice buff. You love those Dreambreaker awakenings because they always do something very nice. Dreambreaker Chain. Fine. 10 physical fire. Empowered in fire. Crit hit chance 100% as a status. And cause fire abilities to trigger a chaser. Scattering burst, which is 4 hits. It's actually really good for a USB. That 100% crit chance ain't nothing. Empower Infusion and remove delay from the user's actions for 1 turn. Fine. Moderate chance for monk abilities used by the user to trigger a follow-up chaser of 4 hits. You're right, I think she has a big attack buff if she crits on crits. Moderate chance for water or holy abilities used by the user to trigger a follow-up. Dealing 3 summon damage. Oh, that's actually kind of dope. That is a very good, in like long battle. Endurance supplier is what my brain wants to say, but that's not a phrase. With sinks, this is fine. Because remember, sinks still use your ability uses, and since he is solely, 9 times out of 10, summoning, he actually kind of needs that ability restoration. So yeah, that's fine on him. All in all, Desh is here. Desh is here, Rafa got new stuff, and Arc has shown as well. It's the first time that I've seen stuff for Arc that has made me go, oh, this is a little weird. It's pure DPS, for the only healer in the realm, but it does work at what it wants to do. And the Desh stuff is all really cool and dope. I actually really like all the Desh things. And sliding on down to this, which we'll go through much faster. Luna's Sank, which does give him a further cap break if you have more 3 people in the party. Luna's Awakening. Second Awakening. Which also, if you have allies, does nice party buffs. Is this a Dreambreaker? This is a Dreambreaker. Okay. Is this Physical Onion Knight? This is. This is Ninja Onion Knight. Celerity support and ninja abilities. If you want. Arya exists. Points at Arya, I guess she's there. It's an HP shield chaser, which I always like. This is his first one, which I think is this. Oh, this is the one. The more ladies you have, which, for what it's worth, a lot of lightning mages are ladies, so you can make this work pretty well. Glint. Glint. Arcane out of 10. Oh, Wind Chain. Wind Physical Chain. You don't see it. Regenga. An instant heal, Regenga. Oh, this is just Alara USB. That's all it is. They gave Arya a good USB finally. Empower Water. And Projectile Haste. Yeah. It's a solid banner too. If Fest is around the corner, I wouldn't pull on it. Anyway. Real shit. Let me get up my blocker. As I remove a million words that say pooled off of this, as the banners have reset. New banners, who dis? Whoops. I goofed up there. Deleting, like, this many instances of the word pooled is a lot. There we go. Oh, it's weird not having V Prisoner to talk to. Yeah. Not his fault. It's just weird. Whoop. Well. It's not the worst. I've had worse draws. Sorry, what am I still getting an alert for? Air quality. Yeah, that makes sense. Where is this elemental... Oh, is it in tickets? Where do I... Not these. Yeah, no, these. Where do I spend these? In this? Oh, I see. Hey, my earth needs a buff. Mainly my physical earth. It is kind of a mess. I came to the realization. It's fine. Everybody hooting and hollering about how bad this is. I played Grand Blue. Also, I have been forgetting to do the dailies because I did not realize that they were dailies. Oops. Oh. Is Grand Blue better now? Grand Blue's fine. It's grindy. That's the biggest thing that I will say bad about Grand Blue. It's really grindy. Anywho, I'm gonna stop this YouTube video because I think that's a stream.